What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 2 here. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Another carry for him. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No look on his first look of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what Looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
First down, ball at the 36. They give it to him again. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Brought down by Rick Woolen. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pass play now. Short pass brought in.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Plowing up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They just get the play off. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Blown back gets the handoff. He's out in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They cobble together a yard there. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though, and it's 3rd and 7 now. They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing a 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First down, Panthers.
Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. From the 41. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Carolina. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on, and he's intercepted for the first time this year. And the Panthers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They go play action here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver.
He has the Carolina touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying another one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Groupie sends it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now he's York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hand off to the back. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And it's going to be Texans football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Stays in the pocket. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a give up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 15. Escapes the pocket. Working quickly here.
Gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
A 3-yard loss.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on third down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the first down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He connects downfield on 4. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
From the 16. Forced out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. Texans facing a big play as they go for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Escapes the puck, and he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Brought in right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to the air here. It is caught left side. Down to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Touchdown, Carolina! You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with two scores now, it's what, a two-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. By a man, and now he's in the clear. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field in the tone of this drive.
On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning the tight end now. He'll throw it from his own end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally tackle him after a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here we go, second and very long. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Panthers close to picking up their 5th win. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers go up by 19. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.